Oh, excuse me. After departing from camp, he decided to go with Luke. From the exasperated look on his face, you can tell he's formulating speech to convince you to go back. Not this again. This is like the third time I've seen Luke do this again and again. But I still like him. I still... Stop, Luke. Let me say something before you go off. I want to ask about the mission you came here for. Is it confidential, and does it require you to work alone? If it is, then I'll turn back right now and not get in your way. Don't think of lying to me. I can tell if you do. Sorry, I have allergies right now. I have like allergies every single day. It's really annoying. Like you said, the NSB doesn't handle ordinary theft cases. Even if Joshua was suspected of hiding gold, arresting him and putting him on trial isn't your goal, is it? From what I can tell, your goal is to find the stolen gold from the Great Gold Heist. I should have finished the salad first. Then I really do need to stick with you. Instead of directly capturing Joshua, what you actually need is for him to tell you about the stolen loot. A big tough guy like you, who looks in his elements around here, will only put Joshua on guard. Big tough guy. He'll probably think you're a treasure hunter or the police and refuse to cooperate. God, my husband has bad timing. He gave me food while I'm streaming. He should stop doing that to me. You know, someone who just got his sentence commuted with sketchy methods is probably going to be extremely mistrustful of others. To lower his guard, you'll need a female partner so you can pretend to be lovers or on vacation. Couple? What? Is it insulting to have me as a fake girlfriend? Oh my god. People mistake us for a couple all the time, and I've never pushed you away because of it. Luke repeatedly shakes his head and waves his arms in panic. So you'll agree? I like it when boys are all blushy. Great, let's go then. Sorry, I don't know how to like react too well. I'm very bad at reacting. When it comes to an outdoor survival event, you're absolutely the best partner to have. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm just like all over the place. I'm a mess. Go on, I'm listening. 俺の指示には絶対従うこと。撤退するって言ったら撤退する。無理は禁物だ。2つ。いかなる状況においても、お前の安全を最優先に考えること。これだけは、お前が何を言おうと絶対に譲れない。
相手が盗品の情報、あるいは盗品そのものでお前を脅したとしても、必ず自分の安全を優先してくれ。
I don't wanna abandon you.
たとえ俺が人質に取られたとしてもだ。わかったか？
Look, don't be ridiculous. How could you get into danger?
いいから、約束してくれ。
All serious mode. I promise you, I won't cause any trouble. Don't worry, I wouldn't have asked to join you if I wasn't prepared. I brought all the necessary supplies and equipment. Before coming here, I learned some survival skills and even attended a wrestling class. Interesting.
格闘技？習いたいなら俺が教えたのに。
I never done wrestling myself, but I've done like taekwondo before. You teach me? You've been swamped with work every day of the week. You want me to train with you at 5 in the morning? Oh god. 5 in the morning sounds like a rough wake up schedule. I already know his whole schedule, but I would never want to wake up at 5. I suck at waking up in the morning. I also have work, Detective Pierce.
だよな。ごめん。最近はちょっとな。もう少しで落ち着くから、そしたら。
We're getting off topic. Come on. What's the third condition?
3つ目の約束は。
Before he finishes, Luke grabs his backpack and runs. What? He just runs? Hey, you!
最後に目的地に着いた人が昼飯当番ってこと。
Luke, you cheater, stop right there. Luke deliberately slows down his military pace, allowing you to catch up to him. Joshua's GPS signal up ahead grows closer and closer. Soon you'll meet the primary target of your mission. Oh wait, it's right there. I am blind. I don't have my glasses. Or my contacts. Look, will Joshua really come through here? You and Luke lie in the underbrush carefully, observing the nearby forest for movement.
彼の行動ルートから見ればそうだけど。
Luke fiddles with his phone. He looks puzzled.
その行動ルートが変なんだよな。よく立ち止まるし、整った道を避けてわざわざ歩きづらい森を行ったりするし。
I checked his terminal's position. Ever since reception made that wow, I'm saying things wrong. Reception made that fake announcement. His location hasn't moved. He must have thrown his terminal away right afterwards.
そうかもな。俺がつけた発信機も動かなくなったぞ。
He probably like left it somewhere. He abandoned it probably.
発信機の位置はここから近いな。よし、3分だけ待とう。もし動きがなければ様子を見に行く。
Okay. Lying in the grass makes you feel somewhat uncomfortable. On an island with such a rich ecosystem. I cannot read today. I just can't read today. With such a rich ecosystem and a multitude of animal species, you always feel like there are bugs crawling into your clothes. I hate that feeling. I freaking hate that feeling. Ever since like I got into mosquitoes' nests, I don't ever want that feeling ever again. Oh god. Anyways, Luke, did you always go on wilderness spy missions like this? Your discomfort is only temporary, but Luke probably experienced this kind of thing a lot in the past 8 years.
そうでもないかな。そもそも俺が所属しているのは経済と科学犯罪課だから、ほとんどの任務は街の中で行ってるよ。一応何度か亜熱帯にあるジャングルに借り出されたこともあったけど、あそこはここよりずっと広かった。まあその分面白くもあったけどな。袖口とか襟元はちゃんと閉めたのか？念のためもう一回虫除けスプレーをしておくか？
I did all of that. Maybe I'm just imagining all the bugs. It's great that you're back, Luke. You don't have to leave the city when investigating N2X cases. And we can hang out when you're free.
俺もそう思う。帰ってきてよかった。こうしてお前と。シッ、動くなよ。
Luke suddenly lowers his voice, and it has a serious look on his face. Is Joshua here? You don't dare breathe. All of your attention is focused on your hearing. From where Luke's looking, the person is coming from behind you. But why didn't you hear a single footstep? Luke slowly raises his head, then suddenly grabs above your back. Okay. What's going on? You subconsciously squeeze your eyes shut. Oh. You crack your eyes open and see a blur of scarlet moving right in front of you. It's a butterfly. A fire red butterfly is caught between Luke's finger. It gently flaps its wing. Why is it so glowy though? I don't think I've ever seen a butterfly this glowy. Yes, it's so pretty. You extend a finger and lightly touch the small butterfly's wings, causing it to quiver slightly. Why'd you scare me just now? I thought Joshua had come. Okay. You raise a fist towards Luke and put on what you think is a fierce face. You're cruising for... I can't... Why? Why is that line? You're cruising for a bruising?
暴力反対。さっき約束したろ。任務中は俺の言うことを聞くって。
I will, but I'll decide when it's during the operation.
なんだよそれ。任務が終わったら好きにしていいから、いたずらは一旦終了な。3分経った。
Oh, he had more to say. Oopsies. When you reach Joshua's GPS position, you don't see anyone at all. Yep, he abandoned it, of course. Beneath the towering trees, a functioning tracker lies in the grass. When we were coming over 10 minutes ago, this tracker was still moving. Joshua must have just realized. If he'd left the tracker here, then he couldn't have gotten far. Let's look around here. Luke squats down and carefully examines the tracker. From time to time, he takes a few steps and parts grass to examine the area. He's so focused that he doesn't hear you at all. Hey, you find anything? Watching Luke, you don't dare to move. You don't dare... Yeah, there's a missing word. A contraction there. Dare to move in case you disturb the scene. So you use a tree trunk to lean over and tap him. No way. A normal person walks at a speed of about 4 kilometers per hour. If it's only been 10 minutes since he stopped moving, he should be within 700 meters from here. Walk. I think he would be running if he abandoned the tracker. Luke stands up and puts the pea-sized locator that Joshua dropped into his pocket. He then hands you a white feather. It? You take the feather and look at it, understanding what Luke means. Oh. It a bird?
そうだ。さっき調べてみたけど、これはノスタカモメの羽だ。トーノの端末は島に上陸したっきり動いていない。それはとっくに捨てられたんだろう。トーノは頭の切れるやつだ。おそらく発信機をつけられたと気づいた後、あいつはそのまま地面には捨てなかった。あいつは俺たちの追跡から徹底的に逃げるために近くにいたノスタカモメを捕まえて発信機をカモメにつけた。
I feel like whenever the main character is with Luke, there's always some kind of like animal involved. First is like the duck, and then the next one is gonna be... The next one was like the crab, I think, and the other one was I guess seagull. No wait, Artem also had like animals too, like the Lost Gold story, I think.
俺たちを少しでも遠ざけて時間稼ぎをするために。
You confirmed it was attached to a bird just by this feather alone?
この羽だけじゃない。足跡がないのも証拠の一つだ。この木の周り、俺たち二人以外、第三者が移動したような足跡や痕跡がない。それに、あいつの行動ルートがおかしいって言ったのを覚えてるだろ。あれは遠野が移動していたわけじゃなくて、鳥の移動ルートだったんだ。そしてその鳥はここに来た時、発信機を落とした。
Then where are we going to find him?
簡単だよ。あいつがノスタカモメを捕まえた場所から探せばいい。
Oh, yeah.
ノスタカモメはとても賢い鳥だから、捕まえるのは結構難しいんだ。ただ、餌を食べるときは無防備になる。捕まえるなら、そのタイミングを狙うしかない。
Are we gonna have another bird fiasco here? Please, please
この
don't.
島のノ
This
ス
is
タ
too
カモ
much
メ
of
の
a
生息地
pattern.
の中で、一つだけ遠野の痕跡と重なる場所がある。そこなら、あいつの痕跡を見つけられるかもしれない。そしたら発信機がなくても、遠野の行方は把握できる。
Next one is 3, okay. According to Luke's analysis, you two go to the location where Joshua's tracks intersect with the Nosta Gull's habitat. You consider notifying the other members about Joshua's disappearance, but Luke thinks it's unnecessary. Should we tell the others that Joshua disappeared?
いや、まだ大丈夫だ。さっきお前が言った通り、大人の歩行速度なら1時間でそう遠くへは歩けない。それに島の地形は複雑だし、時間が経つにつれて進行速度は落ちるはずだ。他のメンバーの現在地を見た限り、遠野に追いつかれる心配はない。今そのことを知らせる方が、かえってみんなの予定を狂わせる可能性があるからな。
That's true. There's no news about Bryce or Zachary. Looks like everything's going well. Does this mean that Joshua didn't inform his accomplices that he found a tracker? Zachary, who brought Joshua to Nosta, is undoubtedly his accomplice, but Bryce is merely under suspicion.
俺たち以外の参加者はみんな島に上陸する前に通信機器を置いてきているはずだ。遠野が端末を捨てたなら短時間で山崎さんや松田さんと連絡を取るのは難しい。でも松田さんは今回のイベントの企画者でスポンサーだ。俺たちみたいに何か細工をしたかもしれない。
You've been suspicious of Bryce this whole time? Why?
松田さんが俺が探してる盗品と一番関わりがありそうだからだ。
Hearing Luke mention the missing treasure, you stop asking questions despite your curiosity.
とりあえずノスタカモメの生息地へ急ごう。そこで遠野の痕跡が見つけられなかったらすぐ他のメンバーに連絡するから。
Fortunately, you do find footprints in the Nosta Gull's habitat. However, there are so many footprints here. How can you tell which one's Joshua?
遠野の身長は173
Are you
センチ。
serious?
体重は62キロ。靴のサイズは 25.5 だ。この情報で足跡を選別するしかないな。
I don't know if that's possible. I don't think that's possible, would it? I don't think you can like look at it by eye or anything like that. I'm pretty sure. A lot of treasure hunters obviously landed here. Many of the footprints are overlapping. How can you... All I can do is help you measure which footprints are size 41.
それで十分さ。重なった足跡は俺に任せろ。
Oh, they really are gonna measure it.
君には足跡の計測を任せ
They're
ろ。
really gonna look for the footprints. Alright then. One of the event's landing sites was close to here. There were around 20 to 30 treasure hunters here. You thought footprint screening would be more time consuming, but Luke already has a preliminary conclusion.
どうやらここを通ったトレジャーハンターたちは女性の方が多かったみたいだな。靴のサイズ、歩幅、身長と背負ってる荷物の重さからして 遠野の特徴に当てはまる足跡は2組だけが。
So basically, we got lucky that it's mostly women. This set here meets the requirement. And it seems this person didn't go the same way as everyone else. He went into the forest by himself.
反対にこっちの足跡はみんなと一緒に移動しているな。方向的に近くのキャンプへと向かってる。
Let's split up and work separately so we can confirm Joshua's locations as soon as possible.
ちょっと待ってくれ。遠野が島に来たのは何もイベントのためじゃないはずだ。商品はとても豪華だけど、出国したばかりの遠野が目立つようなことをするとは思えない。それにあいつの原型が合法的なものかどうかも不明だしな。
Therefore, the person who went off alone is more likely Joshua. 10 years ago, in order to recover the stolen goods, Nation A police searched the entire island, but they found nothing. That means the loot is not somewhere that's easily accessible. This is why I think Joshua wouldn't move like with the other treasure hunters. Because the place he's going to is probably very remote and inaccessible.
でもこれはあくまで俺たちの推測だ。キャンプに向かってる足跡の追跡はお前に任せる。足跡が密集している方向に進むんだ。もしキャンプに着いても遠野の姿が見当たらなかったら追跡は中止だ。
Got it. Don't worry, Luke. I know what I'm capable of. I'm not going to do anything stupid. But what if I find Joshua at the campsite? Should I tell the staff to detain him?
いや、その必要はない。俺が遠野を尾行する目的は盗品のありかを探るためだ。逮捕するだけでいいならとっくに戦場で捕まえてる。だからあいつが敵意を示しさえしなければこちらが強行手段に出る必要はない。もし遠野を見かけたら端末の検査とかを理由にスタッフに引き止めてもらって時間稼ぎをしてくれればいい。ただ万が一彼が攻撃的な態度を示したらその時は直ちに警備員に通報するんだ。
Got it. Luke, if you find Joshua there, please let me know.
あ、お前こそ絶対に一人で遠野と接触するなよ。
You two decide on the time to check in with each other. Then you set off separately from the forest on the coast. Among the thick vegetation, an athletic figure flashes by. Maybe due to the camouflage of his clothes, Luke's movements are barely perceptible. Like a spirit of the forest, he lithely traverses through the forest, chasing traces of his prey.
あれは
After traveling a short distance, Luke has already spotted his target, and a growling snore scares off the birds in the forest. Being cautious, Luke takes out his binoculars and carefully observes his target. The person looks to be in their 40s, and he doesn't resemble Joshua at all. He sleeps soundly in the shade.
しまった。こっちが外れだったのか。
Wait, okay, there. No, not that one. This one. I was trying to look for it again. Temporary camp. You've been exercising regularly, but in the outdoors, you can't compare it to the treasure hunters. By the time you arrive at the campsite, you're already exhausted. Fortunately, the footprint lead to the camp. If they went into the woods, you probably wouldn't be able to catch up. According to Luke's orders, the footprint leads elsewhere. You'd have to give up chase. If you get into danger, you're only going to be a burden to Luke. At the campsite, many treasure hunters are resting or replenishing their supplies. You sit down and watch people come and go as you rest, trying to find out where Joshua is. None of them look like him. Half an hour ago, Luke sent you a message. Joshua isn't on his end. On this end, you mean? But if you don't find Joshua here, then you're probably chasing in the wrong direction. Is he resting in a tent? Should I ask the treasure hunters? They might have some clues. With this in mind, you stop a female hunter who's passing by. Excuse me, have you seen a man of average build around 173 centimeters tall? Wow. The female hunter shakes her head and walks away. Excuse me, have you seen... You asked several people about Joshua's photo, but don't get any useful information.
お嬢さん、人を探してるのか?
Uh-oh. Someone suddenly pats you on the back. You turn around and see a toned, athletic male treasure hunter.
身長173センチくらいの男を探しているって聞いたけど。
I thought it was like someone. I thought it was him.
俺はそいつに会ってるぜ。
Sounds like a trick. The voice is so... I don't know what to say. Even in Japanese, it sounds like a trick. Yes, I am. That's great. Can you tell me where you saw him? The hunter smirks and rubs his index finger and thumbs together. Of course it is. Of course.
情報が欲しいなら誠意を見せるのが常識だろ?
Sorry, my mistake. Name a price. I'll pay for the information if it's reasonable.
合理的な値段だと。俺に値段をつけさせるなんて誠意がないにも程がある。
Does he really think you're an idiot? He's trying to force you to make a high offer for something worthless. Does he really think you fall for it? There are so many people here who could have walked with my friend. I'm sure someone has seen him. If you're trying to rip me off, then I'm afraid you've got the wrong person.
ちょっと待てよ。
Seeing you're about to leave, he tries to grab you. Take your hands off of me. You shake off his grip. You're at the campsite with staff present, so you should be safe. However, when he had suddenly approached you, you had noticed something on his shoulder. A feather. From a nose to gull.
俺は本当にそいつの居場所を知ってるんだよ。報酬はイベントコイン10枚。それでいいだろ?
10 gold. Gold coins are the event's currency. With enough saved up, you can redeem them for rewards, similar to casinos for their chips. Neither of you are here for a treasure hunt event, but for the sake of convenience, Luke had given each of you one bag. 10 gold coins. Deal. Tell me. You place the gold coins at one side of the table while waiting for him to talk. You carefully assess him. He's no more than 170 centimeters. Average build, maybe around 60 kilograms.
確かそいつはキャンプを出て西にある森の方に行ったよ。あっちに宝の手がかりがあるはずだ。とかつぶやいてたな。
So that's where he is. Forest to the west. That doesn't seem to be part of the event area. You open the map on your watch. The forest is a long way from the campsite, and it's close to a cave. Why would Joshua want to stay there? Isn't it more convenient and comfortable to rest in a camp?
なあ、道案内をしてやろうか?
Feels like a trick. This is totally a trick, right?
コインを10枚追加してくれれば、そこに連れて行ってやってもいいけど?
Show me the way? The location he told you about is very remote, and now he proposes to take you there? You guess what he's trying to do. You lower your head and peek at his shoes. Can't really tell what size he's wearing.
なあ、行くのか行かないのか、はっきりしてくれないか?
It's fine. I'll go by myself.
本当にいいのかい? ここは物騒な島だぞ。お嬢さん一人だと心配だな。
I don't think I'm safe with you. Unlike before, he's suddenly acting gentlemanly, as if he's truly concerned about your safety. Do you really want to go with me that much? No, it's really fine.
わかったよ。なら早めに行くことだ。後ですれ違いでもしたら大変だろうからな。
He's being an asshole. He's literally being an asshole. The hunter takes his gold coins while mumbling to himself. The man's strange behavior makes you suspicious. Is he actually Joshua in disguise? Did he try to lead me away because he realized I'm following him? You look at your surroundings. There are many staff and treasure hunters here. It's relatively safe. Maybe you can try to restrain him. No. Don't attack, please. I won't be able to beat him physically. I might end up hurting myself if I'm not careful. I better call for Luke. You reject his offer and put the lipstick tranquilizer back into your backpack. What?
毎度あり。それにしても、お嬢さん、その大量のコインはどうしたんだ？イベントは始まったばかりだぞ。お嬢さんは見たとこ一人。一体どうやってそんな大量のコインを集めたんだ？
Why does he have to be so fucking sus? God damn.
まさか。イカサマでもしてるんじゃないだろうな。
Seeing you put away your coin purse, his eyes become seedy and predatory. None of your business how I got these gold coins. We're at a campsite right now. I suggest you don't do anything reckless. He approaches one step at a time and you step back in turn. You anxiously look for a staff member nearby. You want to call out for help.
なあ、お嬢さん。
Why is he so pushy? God damn. Just hate people like that. He suddenly leaps forward and grabs your hand.
そのコインを全部俺によこせ。でないと。もう！
彼女に何をするつもりだ？
Luke. You're just about to shout for help when Luke appears right behind the hunter. He grabs the hunter's hand that's reaching towards you and twists it backwards above the hunter's head. Ooh, that's painful. Obviously, the hunter isn't very flexible. He starts screaming in pain. With a firm grip, Luke pushes the hunter down onto the ground. He then turns to look at you.
大丈夫か？どこか怪我してないか？
No, I'm fine. Luke, I think this man might be Joshua. Check if he's disguised himself.
変装？
誰が変装なんかするかよ。人違いだ。いいから早く話せ。
I'm an original. That's a weird phrase. Luke doesn't look like he agrees with you, but he carefully inspects the man
安
regardless.
心しろ。こいつは変装してない。遠野じゃないよ。
Hey, you said you saw the man I'm looking for. Is that true?
本当だよ。少し前までそいつはここにいたんだ。そんで、さっき長ちゃんに教えた内容を探しに来たやつに伝えろって言われたんだよ。細かいことは言わなくていいから、居場所だけ教えればいいってな。伝言するだけで報酬がもらえるなんてラッキーだと思ったけどよ。
He already gave you gold coins and you still wanted more from me? You're way too greedy.
あんたこれに懲りたら、次からはもっとマシな方法を考えろよ。それと、こいつから巻き上げたコインも返してもらうからな。
Luke lets go of the hunter, who hands over the gold coins and runs off before you can say anything. Sorry, Luke. If you didn't get here in time, I would have had to waste a lot of time on this. There aren't any safety issues at the campsite, but it's still best to avoid creating new problems.
そう謝るな。警戒心が強いのはいいことだし、油断したところを相手に疲れるよりました。
You're always able to find excuses for me. Now what do we do? Are we going to the place the treasure hunter talked about to see Joshua?
そうだな。遠野がそこを離れる前に行こう。
Feels like he already hurt you. That's why he told the hunter to do that? I don't know. That random treasure hunter. The fact that Joshua left you a message means he's aware that you're tracking him. He knows that you were alone, so he tried to bait you out. To avoid being seen by a potentially hidden Joshua, you and Luke sneakily make your way over. Luke, what did the staff say about the respirator tube? On his way to the camp, Luke had found a damaged tube by the river. It had belonged to a diving respirator.
10年前、遠野が通報した後から、英国の警察はノスタ島の本格的な捜査を始めたんだ。それから10年もの間、英国は何度も捜査隊を島に派遣してたけど、結局収穫はなし。もし、まだ本当に盗品が島にあるんだとしたら、水中、あるいは鍾乳洞に流れる川の中くらいかもな。 遠野が身分を偽ってまで島に来たのはその盗品を探すために違いない。その考えが間違ってなければ、あいつは必ず川、海辺、あるいは洞窟の付近に現れる。
I forgot how Vin's story went. I wish I remembered. Oh well. Luke has long speculated that Joshua might go underwater, so you two suspect that the tube is his. Before leaving the camp, Luke asked the staff about the materials they supply.
なあ、スタッフに聞いたところ、ダイビング用のチューブを探していた人は確かにいたみたいだ。だけど今回のイベントでは水中に手がかりを設置していないらしく、そもそもそんなものは用意していなかったんだと。それと遠野の写真もスタッフに見せたけど、やっぱりチューブのことを聞きに来た人と同じだってさ。
It was him, but it seems you feel something is off in Luke's tone of voice, but you can't tell what the problem is.
どうやらお前も気づいたみたいだな。
Underwater, right. Why didn't the organizer put any clues underwater? Nosa has a lot of watery environments like shoals, rivers, and offshore reefs. Besides, this is a treasure hunt. Even shows would prepare treasure underwater clues.
これでお前も松田さんが怪しいって思ってきただろう。彼はイベントの企画者であり、謎の出題者だ。トレジャーハンターに憧れている彼がどうして水中探索を避けたのか。安全面を考慮したのかもしれないけど、それ以外で順当に考えたら、参加者が盗品を見つけてしまう事態を防ぐためだろうな。だから、たとえ遠野の仲間じゃないとしても、松田さんは盗品のありかについて何か知っているはずだ。
What's your plan? When we get there, should we keep following him or should we confront him and ask about the loot? Luke goes silent for a moment, thinking carefully about the next step.
遠野はお前をおびき寄せ、危害を加えようとしている。それと発信機の情報を見るに、中林さんもこの近くにいる。今の遠野は十分に攻撃的で、放っておくにはあまりに危険だな。この後の盗品探しが面倒になるだろうけど、彼と遭遇した場合はその場で確保しよう。
Is the main character going to be the bait then? And then you sneakily attack or something? Because I feel that that's the plan. That would be a good plan actually, kinda. Hopefully he'll tell us about the gold when we have him, otherwise your mission.
心配するな。あいつが何も言わなくても、俺は必ず任務をクリアしてみせるから。それより、そろそろ静かに行こう。もうすぐ目的地に着く。
In the woods not far ahead, you can vaguely see a fire. You and Luke stop at a distance from which you can spy on Joshua with binoculars without exposing yourselves. Through the binoculars, you can see that Joshua is sitting next to a fire with his back to you. It's Joshua. He's wearing the same clothes from his prior disguise, but Joshua came as Zachary's assistant, so he was dressed in a business casual outfit. But now in the wilderness, why would he wear the same thing?
いや、あれは遠野じゃなく、彼が作ったデコイ。はい。
No wonder. Not only is he wearing the wrong clothes, he hasn't moved at all in a long time.
遠野のリュックはまだそこにある。多分、あいつは近くで潜伏しているんだろう。あの人形でお前をおびき出してから、不意をつくつもりなんだ。女性のトレジャーハンターでも手だれな人はいる。お前の実力がわからない以上、待ち伏せするのは賢明な選択だ。
Thanks for thinking so highly of me, Joshua. If he's hiding, he must be within viewing distance of the bonfire. Have we already exposed ourselves?
大丈夫。あいつに気づかれる程度なら、俺のエースの名が廃るってもんだ。
Ace, huh? Ace. Luke adjusts his binoculars, then carefully observes the woods on the another side of the fire.
さてと、どこに隠れているんだか。
If only I have heat-seeking glass or binoculars, huh? Or does it? Luke's military binoculars have a lot more functions than ordinary ones. However, in the hands of an amateur like me, those functions are wasted.
年前の大事件で生き残ったらしいけど、所詮は素人だったってことか。どれだけご大層な相手なのかと思ったけど、警戒し、よし、見つけた。
Hearing Luke say this, you don't dare make a sound. You hold your breath and watch as Luke quietly pulls out a tranquilizer gun and takes aim with its scope. The light pop. Luke puts away his gun, stands up and reaches out to you.
終わったぞ。早くあいつを捕まえに行こう。
That's one way to do it.